Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Virgo, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for March the 30th to April the 5th. This week we have the Starseed Oracle card, we have the Ten of Wands, Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Hierophant and the World. So Virgo, of course, with the times that we face at the moment, it's difficult to give a personal or a zodiac reading without tuning into what's happening on the world stage. I mean, we can see it in the cards here now. I mean, we have all of our traditions and institutions and systems breaking down, big endings. This is unprecedented times as we face this global crisis together. One thing's for sure is that we need to think in different ways now. We need to embrace the new paradigm. If we just stay, in the past and in our old ways of thinking, we're not going to be able to move through this as efficiently as we need to. The good news here is that we do see a lot of healing and compassionate energy with the Queen of Cups, and we have you exploring new territory, new options for your life after these endings come in, whatever it is for you. And I just want to say, I really hope that all of you are healthy and well, and your friends and family as well, and that we just need to reach out and connect with each other and build a sense of community in order to, help those around us that might be going through big losses right now. So I'm just going to kick it off by reading your Oracle card, Starseed. What lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive at this time with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed signs find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. So, a lot of you might be going through a period at the moment where things that are built on shaky foundations, like the tower, are coming down for you, because we're in this period of time where anything that is not not solid, not secure, not stable is falling away. And I know that it's a crisis and it's terrible and the losses are going to be great at the moment, but I do believe that it is leading us somewhere individually and as a community level and a global level to somewhere far greater, to maybe quite a quantum leap in our energy, in our evolution, really moving into that 5D consciousness where we're in a state of connectedness, union, love, and community. So yeah, basically I feel like the world is giving us a massive tower moment at the moment because we've ignored the kind of tickles with a feather. And over the last decades and years, the majority of the world has been living from, or the developed Western world anyway, has been living from a place of hedonistic consumerism, power, control, and greed, and our whole system cannot survive that way. And so it is coming to an end. So guys, this will be happening on micro level personally for you, for a lot of you at the moment, but also obviously we see it happening on the global scale as well. We have an ending here, and we have an ending that is really ready to happen. So I feel like the situation that's going on in the world at the moment is possibly highlighting to you the areas of your life that need to be released. So this is a general reading, guys. You'll know what it is for you, but it could be a relationship. Some of you may have lost a job, a way to make money. Some of you may have lost a home, financial resources, or the way I think I said the way you earn your money. Sorry, I'm feeling a little scattered with everything that's going on. The Hierophant, that indicates our institutions, and it can be things like work, marriage, committed relationship, places of study, all of that sort of thing. So together, this combination says to me that there are endings happening in those big areas of our life at the moment. There is a sense of conflict building in our systems as they start to change, and collapse around us. Some of them are collapsing. So the Hierophant is number 5. We also have the 5 of Cups in this reading. And 5 in tarot is the number of conflict. It is also the number of change. Some of you might be feeling very, internally conflicted by this at the moment, or it may be initiating a sense of conflict in your life. But the antidote to conflict is change. That's what I always say, is that change transmutes conflict. So we need to be looking towards the new paradigm now, new ways to do things, getting creative, problem solving, and being strategic with how we're going to move through this time. But one thing's for sure is that we do have an ending here, and the thing that you're going to be releasing, I feel, may have been a block for you anyway, whether you're conscious of it or not. We can see here this person's carrying this heavy load of 10 wands, and it's clearing its vision. So he or she is really just on autopilot between, the well-worn path of work and home, or whatever path you journey each day. But by this ending, even though it may come at a forced hand at the moment, these wands, or this wall, this barrier, this burden, this weight, whatever it is you're carrying, is going to be released. And through that, your vision will open up. You'll have that clarity, and potentially you'll be able to see new paths, new creative ways of changing your life for the better, of moving into, a better place as well. So that's what I see here. I see endings in the kind of institutionalized or structured areas of our life, our systems, all of that kind of thing. But it kind of comes with a forced hand. However, I think for some of you, it's a blessing in disguise. So we have the 5 of Cups and we have the World. So, first of all, the 5 of Cups shows somebody who is lamenting the past, who is stuck in a state of negativity or victim mentality, or maybe martyrdom, because they are really fixated on what has been lost, on the grief, the sorrow, the sadness, the despair, focusing on the loss of that relationship, that job, that system, whatever it was, maybe having to take time off their degree or course of study due to what's going on in the world at the moment. But guys, this is out of our control, and we need to surrender, because when we focus on the losses, we only hold ourselves in our shadow side, in the darkness, for longer, and that's when depression and anxiety and things like that can set in. This wine or water that was in these cups has spilt and it's soaked into the ground. There isn't any way to get that back. So we are really just wasting energetic resources by staying connected to that. I always say when I see this card that the past is the thief of the present. We need to come back to the present moment, and from that place we can make plans for how to move forward in the future. This is time to come back to the portal of the heart, to cross those emotional waters back to our inner sanctuary. That's also the message of the Queen of Cups. The safety and security and stability that you're looking for exists inside of you. It doesn't exist externally. It didn't exist in that situation that you're releasing. If you felt like it did, it was an illusion. So we need to come back and find that within ourselves, because when we find that within ourselves, then we start to put that energy out into the world, and we do start to, heal humanity at large as well. Now, the other thing is that by staying stuck in that mode of negativity and being stuck in the past, you do miss new opportunities that are coming in for you. New cups of love, new joy, new harmony, and all of that sort of thing. Sometimes new beginnings, new offerings are right underneath our nose, but if we are energetically connected to something else, we're not open to receive. So the world energy says to me that whatever this is that is ending, it is a final ending. It is the ending of a cycle. A cycle is over. It possibly was a karmic contract, and it's time to be released. The World is the last card in the tarot deck that really strongly says that you've arrived. You've arrived at the end of that journey, and you're at the threshold or the crossroads of the new journey opening as this dancer steps through the Saturnian loop of life. So the World card, there is a sense of victory to it as well. So it says that you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn, and you need to sort of, feel that it's the right time to move on. It's when we're like the dancer who understands, when it is time, divine timing, to flow into the next chapter rather than staying stuck in the past. That's when we effortlessly grow and evolve and step into the new chapters in our lives. When we resist, that's when we get stuck in the Five of Cups energy. So the World card says that whatever endings you're experiencing right now, even if they weren't your conscious choice and you feel like your hand was forced, there's meant to be in divine timing, and that chapter is closing for you for a reason, because you are being directed somewhere else that's going to light you up, somewhere else that's far more aligned with your true calling in this life, your truth, your acts of service as a starseed. And in the near future, we have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So look, it says to me under the Queen of Cups that there is probably going to be a period of potentially like healing energy or a restabilizing emotionally that's going to go on for you. And like I said before, coming back to that portal of the heart, reconnecting with your authentic self, becoming whole, becoming grounded, becoming emotionally stable, tuning into your emotional intelligence, because it's from that place, that's when you find that safety and security that you're looking for within, and you become unshakable, like the Queen of Cups here, as she sits right on the shoreline of the emotional waters of life, 1 foot even dipped in there, but she's got those cliffs around her, they're not coming down, she's on this strong stone throne, she is ultimately grounded. And, she holds her emotions in this beautiful gilded cup as a reminder that, she can process them when she feels like it, when she's ready. She doesn't allow her emotions to control her. So this is a reminder to stay calm, stay compassionate, stay grounded, and in your energetic center this week, because that's going to allow you to access your intuition as well. Whereas I feel like in the past, in the situation, you were quite blocked and blinded to that kind of inner wisdom. And when we come back to ourselves, our true self, that's when we become the explorer of life again. That's when we regain our passion, our energy, our enthusiasm, and our spark. The Page of Wands is a great explorer, and he can find growth in even the most barren of deserts. He is all about new manifestations and, discovering new passionate opportunities. The Page of Wands can also be a messenger. It could be a fire sign, potentially someone younger or who embodies a younger energy. And the sign would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but doesn't have to be. But there could be a message of, a message of passion, or a passionate offer of something, maybe a way to work that you feel like really excited about or really passionate about. It's that kind of combination, guys. So expect that something like that could come in for you. But it's going to come in for you when you're in this kind of energy, when you're really, really grounded and stable and secure. But with the Page of Wands energy, it's a time for new manifestations and to think about what you want for your future. I mean, the Page of Wands here, he clasps the Ace of Wands. So it's about, maybe passionate new beginnings, fiery new beginnings, new offers coming in, but then committing to taking the inspired action that you need in order to make those opportunities grow and sprout. That all happens, guys, when we can allow endings to end and then actually cut the energetic cords to disconnect from them, so that we can allow space to receive the opportunities and the new universal gifts that are coming in for you in this fresh new cycle. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I do wish you all the health and happiness for yourself, your friends and family this week. Take care of each other. This is a general reading, so it's not going to be for everyone, guys. Feel free to leave me a comment or start a chat so we can kind of, build a community and support each other. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.